Hello everyone and welcome. We're doing something different today. I edited the video and removed all the audio, and I'm going to be providing a commentary on it like the old DVDs used to do. So here I am holding some notebooks that I made myself from old vinyl record covers. Record stores usually have them pretty cheap if the vinyl is no good or if it didn't sell. So I buy the ones that have nice covers, like this Woodstock one. The record was no good, but the cover was perfect for a notebook. So here we go. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you choose the right paper, right? If you're just going to be taking notes, regular paper will do, but if you plan on drawing or doing any sketching and things like that, use your preferred paper for that. What is the purpose of your notebook, right? Here, I think I'm going to go with 30 sheets to get about 60 pages. You're going to need a paper cutter, very much like this one. It should have lines, it should measure, it should cut. Yeah. You're going to need clamps. Oh, my favorite crafting tools ever. Get as many clamps as you can, but you're only going to need 2 for this one. But yes, clamps. What else? Okay, I use these 2 rulers, but you can use any 2 pieces of sticks or items, out of metal, out of plastic, out of wood, whatever the case may be. But you want them to be about this long because they need to go past the length of the paper once it's folded. So 2 of those flat surfaces. Here we have a bone. You don't necessarily need this. I'm extra and I do, but you can find this online and probably at most craft stores. And your glue, specifically bookbinding glue. It's made specifically for paper, paper products like that. This you can find again online or at your local craft store. So you're gonna need that. And finally, what are you gonna use for your cover? In this case, I'm using a Philadelphia Orchestra vinyl record that I found. Good cover. So take your paper and start folding it. This is where the bone comes in. Again, just me. I like nice crisp lines where I fold. I started making my own notebooks when I started to get sick of complaining about not finding the notebook I wanted, either because the length of the size of the paper, the type of paper, the binding, whatever the cover, whatever the case was. So eventually I was like, no, you know what? Stop complaining and start doing it yourself because complaining is not going to get you the notebook you want. Plain and simple. So once you've folded everything, make sure that you know it's organized correctly. The folded sides are all on one side, the open pages are all on the other, and yeah, just prep them, press them down with your hand apparently, and pick them up again. Make sure it's still paper, and put it in the center frame of your video. All right, let's build up some suspense, get the tension going so that the next scene something happens. I feel like whoever edited this should have removed a good chunk of this. Oh, okay. So here you're going to, nope. Yes, you're gonna want to, nope. Okay, get your rulers. Okay, so yes, get your rulers, get your bone out of the way, get your glue and your clamps. Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue the papers that you folded together to create the to glue your spine. So you take the pieces. So here, you take the ruler and you bring them up to the very edge of where your spine's going to be, leaving just enough space where the glue is going to go, and where you're going to put pressure with the clamp so that none of the papers slip. So you put the clamps on there, and you'll take your glue and be generous with it because the glue needs to it'll settle and it'll seep in between those little crevices of the folded paper. You can use your hands to spread it. The glue actually will take about 15 minutes to dry, and it's very easy to clean off your fingers. So be generous with the amount of glue. Um, Once you feel like you have enough, set it out or leave it out, and it'll take again 15-20 minutes to dry properly. So put that to the side, and we'll get started with the cover. So again, I chose this for the cover itself, that little Grand Canyon-esque scenery is what I'm going for. Make sure you clean as you go. So here I'm removing the lettering because I don't need that. Once I've kind of measured out where roughly the size of the paper, the size of the cover is going to be, I start to kind of match the paper that I folded, that's dried already, and start bending the album cover to become almost like a pocket for me to slide the pages that I glued together. So here I'm basically creating the spine, and I'm measuring and marking 2-3 times before I do any cuts, as these will be final. Um, an X-Acto knife will come in handy here too. So once you feel like the cover looks good, that it fits well, take your glue out, put a little bit on the actual cover, the spine of it, and on the spine of the papers you glued together. Now what seems to have fast forwarded through there is me using the clamps after I've put the paper inside the folded cover with the glue. I also put the clamps on there so it wouldn't move. And again, 15-20 minutes. And as you can see, it glues really well. It because of the type of glue, it folds and it opens and bends really well. I'm not the type of person that uses the first or last page, so because the glue kind of like goes a little bit past it, it makes it hard for me to use that first page anyway. But yeah, no, it comes out great. Honestly, 45 minutes to an hour as long as it'll take you. The um, the back of the album cover, if that's your aesthetic, you can totally turn it into another notebook. If not, use it for something else in the future, but hang on to it. But yeah, as you can see, it comes out really well. It feels good. It's a great looking notebook. Thanks for watching.